Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge, at checkout and get yourselves $20 off your tickets. It's for first-time orders only. So if you used it before, just like make a new account, use the code, you save yourselves $20 off for any ticket for any event in the entire world. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and jump right in here with some good stuff, some juicy stuff, if you will. Go ahead and get those juice boxes out, get those juice boxes ready, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So the first rumor we're going to be talking about today is about WWE shows and cities bidding on the shows and how all that works, and also rumors about that. So ultimately, this is a great example. So, when WWE do a really large show in a city, right, like a WrestleMania or like a Royal Rumble or something like that, they don't just randomly like choose a place to have it. That each city, like around, I guess, the world now, kind of sends in bids to WWE, and they send them like offers for like how much money they'll pay them to actually have the show there. Like WWE don't pay them, they pay WWE, because WWE brings in so many like tourists and much traveling dollars and more money for the local city or whatever. So they really want the shows there. So with that being said, this rumor is about the city of Orlando, Florida, which is actually the city I live in. I live in Orlando. So apparently Orlando, it's been a while since they've had, a premium live event actually in Orlando. Florida's had them like in different cities or whatever, but it's been a while since Orlando's had one. So apparently they have sent in a giant offer to WWE, whatever, I guess it depends on what show they get, but it's hundreds of millions of dollars offer to WWE, and they want either the following shows. And this is a great example of just how far out they're like booking this stuff. It's crazy. So they either want Survivor Series 2026, which is not this year, that's next year's Survivor Series. So that's like the soonest thing they could bid on. Then if they can have that, they want the Royal Rumble in 2028. Yeah, you hear me right, the Royal Rumble in 2028. It is literally 2025. They're trying to bid on Royal Rumble 2020, but it gets crazier because if they can have those, they want WrestleMania. Of course they want WrestleMania. Everybody wants WrestleMania, but a lot of people have put in bids for other ones, and the only one that's open for them to actually bid on is WrestleMania 47. You would be right. WrestleMania 47. That'll be happening in the year 2031. So yeah, this is definitely a long plan to make some money for the city, to bring in some more tourists and stuff like that. Not like Orlando really needs any help with that, because we got Disney World and like Universal Studios and all the theme parks and attractions doing that. But just to make some more money for this actual city of Orlando, yeah, that is absolutely crazy. Bidding on a WrestleMania that's not happening until 2031. But hopefully they do this. But Orlando's not the only city that's bidding on WWE shows. Pretty much almost every city who's ever hosted a large premium live event is doing the same thing right now. Alright, the next rumor of the day is about WrestleMania, this year's WrestleMania, in fact. So we're talking about the Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania. What's it going to be? It's not really like fully shapen yet, and WrestleMania is happening in a few weeks. So ultimately, they want a multi-person kind of interesting thing. I know they were going different directions with the idea for the Intercontinental Championship match. They were even considering doing a ladder match, which I wish they would have went with. But it looks like the final thing and the final rumor we have about that so far is it's going to be the Fatal 4-Way. So it's going to be a Fatal 4-Way, and it's going to be actually, of course, Braun Breaker defending his title against Penta, as well as Finn Balor, as well as Dominic Mysterio. So he's got a Fatal 4-Way for the IC title. That's the current plan. It could change, so take it with a grain of salt. Kind of wish they would have stuck with the ladder match, but Fatal 4-Way is a way to make it exciting, because they wanted something exciting. So I think WrestleMania has a lot of singles matches on it, and they want some kind of like crazy like Fatal 4-Way or something like that. But we're literally getting a triple threat with like the biggest stars in the company main eventing one night. So I don't know how I feel. And also Jey Uso, they kind of kicked him out of the main event. I knew that was going to happen, because like everyone wasn't on Jey's side on that. And it's not like a huge matchup that's getting everyone like saying that's the most excited match they're for on the show. Like this is just not it. Alright, the next rumor is going to be about Alexa Bliss. So Alexa Bliss has recently made her return to the WWE, which makes me very happy. She returned in the Royal Rumble, then she wrestled in the Women's Elimination Chamber, looked like $1 million. She could have won the thing, it would have been believable. She'd go on to be the Women's Champion, she'd be main eventing the women's side of WrestleMania. Like, yeah, but what kind of happened? It's like they've been kind of acting really weird ever since they brought Alexa Black. Like, they have like no creative ideas for her. They don't know what to do with her, and it's like, well, she's so talented, she's working good on TV, just let her go. It's like they're holding her back, and it's quite obvious about that. Alexa currently is not on TV, hasn't been on TV in some time, has been pulled from WrestleMania, or whatever they call it now, WWE World, the replacement for WrestleMania Access, which is like the fan meet and greets thing. She's been pulled from that. She's no longer doing that. She's not on TV, and apparently this rumor is saying it's pretty bad. She's not going to even be on the WrestleMania card. Like, you had to return to the Royal Rumble. You had to build up like $1 million, looking great. They just didn't know specifically what to do with her. If she's the goddess, if she's back to this evil horror movie gimmick or whatever. It's like, just let her do her thing. She's a former, I don't know what she is, like a 5-time women's champion or something. She hasn't had the title in years. Just let her go. Let her do her thing, but they just won't do that. So yeah, apparently Alexa Bliss is missing WrestleMania, and the rumors are saying she's gonna be with the Wyatt Six, but they're not doing anything at WrestleMania either. But this may be like a Raw after WrestleMania kind of thing, but still missing the entire WrestleMania card, like, really, really sucks, and I feel like they should be doing a lot better. And I don't think the Wyatt Six need her, and she doesn't need the Wyatt Six, so I think just kind of leave that. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. Personally, I think they're really flopping on this whole Alexa Bliss return. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually it. This is the final news story. The final thing we talked about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. This is about none other than WWE returns. Returning wrestlers who used to be in the WWE that might be coming back very, very soon. So we love this. So basically, most ex-WWE people right now who are not currently in WWE, I would say, are probably in AEW. I mean, some of them are doing indie things, and some of them are like working for other companies, but majority, like, for a large contract, AEW is like the only company that can give it to them. So a few wrestlers have been released out of their contracts, and there's current rumors that they've been talking to WWE, or they've been interested in coming back, or WWE's interested in bringing them back. So we might see them back if they have interest in coming back to the company, which I'm sure they do. So these two names, they're two names. We've got a men's wrestler and women's wrestler. So let's do, I guess, the men's wrestler first is going to be former, what was the main title he won? I guess the United States Championship. So the former WWE United States Champion, Rusev. Rusev coming back. He was signed to AEW for a little while. Apparently he can come back to WWE sometime. I don't know what they would do with him. Hopefully they would find a good spot and find him a good gimmick and a good title, and he's coming back to be the Russian or the Bulgarian kind of thing, which worked really, really well, let's be honest. Or if he's just going to come back and be like an NXT or something. And the women's name we have returning from AEW, who's been signed for a little while, is actually none other than WWE's Paige. If you remember Paige, I guess the youngest women's champion, or youngest Divas champion in WWE history or whatever like that. So Paige's contract is coming up. I don't really remember the situation because I feel like she left like a million years ago. I think she got medically cleared or something, and WWE didn't want her to wrestle or something, and then she went to AEW and started wrestling, and now she's released out of that contract, might be coming back to WWE. So I would say both these names will be back in WWE at some point, and I believe this is a very, very good opportunity to have that happen. So here very soon, you might see the Bulgarian Rusev back, and you might see Paige back inside the WWE here sometime very soon. So there you guys have it. That is today's news and rumors. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories, rumors in the comment section down below. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your one and only undisputed king of vlog style, Brandon Hodge, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.